So, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, you are the decider of your destiny, the inventor of your identity. You create your own story, and perhaps more importantly, you write the final chapter. So, by this quote, we are starting our program. So, before starting our program, we want the blessings of God. So, for that, I welcome Kavya ma'am.
Thank you, Adulya ma'am. Gajananam bodhaganadisevitam kavitta-jambu falasarabhakshitam umasudam shogavinashakaranam namami Vikneshwara Padapangajam. Gajananam bodhaganadisevitam kavitta-jambu falacharubhakshanam umasudam shogavinashakarakam namami Vikneshwara Padapangajam. Namami Vikneshwara Padapangajam.
Thank you, Kavya ma'am. Welcome. An instant or manner of breathing. So now our faculty Renu ma'am is here with welcome speech.
Thank you, Atulya ma'am. Good evening, one and all present here. I am Renu C, faculty at National Child Development Council. Welcome you all to this webinar that is creating your own identity. For that, I would like to welcome our Lakshmi Nayak. She is homemaker, artist, entrepreneur from Bangalore. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to this webinar.
Thank you.
Yeah. And next, I'm inviting our circle coordinator, senior faculty, Shiba ma'am, to this webinar. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, Shiba ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, thank you. Next, I would like to welcome one and all our senior faculty, Rahmat ma'am, Smita ma'am, to this webinar. Welcome, ma'am. Yeah, let me utilize to welcome our junior faculties, our colleagues, Arati Verma ma'am, Premila ma'am, and Lekha ma'am to this webinar. Welcome, ma'am. Yeah. Next, I extremely warm welcome to our participants who accepting our invitation and mark their humble presence here. Welcome you all to this webinar.
Thank you.
Once again, welcome you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Knowing a person is like music. What attracts us to them is their melody. And as we get to know who they are, we learn their lyrics. I welcome our Shiba ma'am for the presidential address. Welcome, Shiba ma'am.
Thank you, Atulya ma'am. And first of all, welcome all for the wonderful webinar to know what we are. So we have with us eminent personality, that is Shreelakshmi ma'am from Bangalore. And she is basically a postgraduate in computers, and she has completed her BSc. And now she is an independent entrepreneur, really a women empowerment. So not wasting your more time. So I welcome our Shreelakshmi ma'am and guide us. And there are a lot of women who are on the way to be the entrepreneur. I think your guidelines and your support will lead them. And she is having her own website also, where her craft works, all those things she is doing her exhibitions also. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming here, and welcome to the session, ma'am. Over to Shreelakshmi ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, thank you, Shiba ma'am, for inviting me here. So I think this is the first time maybe on a online platform I'm sharing some information. So this is pretty new for me. And thanks for NCDC to give me this opportunity also. And I feel basically you people are doing a lot of good work by creating this awareness, and because this is needed now in the world right now. So with the pandemic and all, we know how it has affected everyone's self-esteem. Maybe our confidence, our morals have maybe gone down. So this is the need of the hour. So we have to. Okay, so basically, first I was thinking, okay, what do I tell? So see, I'm just a homemaker, you can say. So I started out very humbly, and still I have not gone where I want to. So there is something what I have done, which according to me, it is an achievement, because given my situation, it is an achievement. But before beginning, I would like to ask few things. Okay, like what do you mean by identity? Does anyone have any idea? What is an identity? Can anyone throw some light on it?
So anyone? Is it knowing ourselves or?
Yeah, it is knowing yourself. Anything else? Okay, now, for example, I think almost all of us are in social media. Okay, some are into Facebook, some are into Instagram. Okay, some have okay, we see other people like our friend circle. Okay, that lady, she was only a homemaker. Now she's a baker. Okay, what is that? It's an identity created by that particular person, isn't it? Okay, that person must have been just nothing. But now maybe she is an entrepreneur. She has her own factory and she's doing something. So that is an identity. So identity doesn't actually mean that you have to be someone in life and you have to mint money. Okay, according to me, identity is what we think of ourselves and how we present ourselves to the world. So it is actually basically what we think about ourselves, in the sense like, for example, we have what is called as a natural self and a environmental self. Natural self is something like we are born with that instinct. But what happens is when women come out and into the world, they have different roles. Okay, first she is a daughter, then she becomes maybe a wife, and then she becomes a mother, then she becomes, okay, and she has all these stages to go through. So what happens is, from time to time, we have different things on our plate. Okay, what do you mean by, see, what's in our plate? I always say, what is in my plate? My plate may have different things, but your plate will have different things, isn't it? Like I may be having, okay, my in-laws are there, I have my children to look after, but someone else may have their aged parents to look after, and they may not get that opportunity to go out of the house. They may be they may be in a situation where they cannot go out. So what happens is, when someone sees you, they see that, oh, you are someone's daughter, someone's mother, someone's wife. So what I believe is, creating an identity means you are that person. So when I go out on the street, I don't want anyone to tell that, okay, she's Nayak's wife going, or she's Kamat's daughter going. I want, okay, Shreelakshmi is going. So that is what is identity in the end. That's what I feel. So that is one thing what I came across. And next is how to create an identity for yourself. See, given situations, there are people who go out for jobs. There are people who cannot do a job and who are at home. Still, you can create an identity of your own. You may be good in something. You may be having some talent. So maybe that talent you can just get it out, and maybe you can work on it a little. And then maybe that you can turn it into your dream or your passion. Okay, so that is something what we can do. So to tell about me, when I was small, I had this craze for craft. Okay, so I had this craze for crafts in the sense like whenever anything was there, whenever I had like, even if there was 15 minutes free, I used to do something. Okay, like for example, maybe I think I've started doing stuffed toys when I was like maybe 7th standard, maybe 6th or 7th standard. So how I did that was my dad was working abroad. We had to go to Bombay. When we went there, the plague came. And when the plague came, the flights were closed. So there was a gap of 15 days. So my parents didn't want us to come back to the hometown. They thought anyway, vacation. So let us stay there. So in that 15 days, I did a short course on soft toys, just 2 hours per day. And I did soft toys for my house. Okay. I did a dinosaur and I did a teddy bear, one teddy bear, then one elephant, some things. Like maybe I think I learned some 10-15 items in 15 days. So that was my journey. After that, I came back. Then my 10th standard, after my, I think PU, there was one auntie. So that auntie was staying in my building and she taught me crochet. So I didn't know there was a name called DC or treble. I don't know if anyone is crocheting in this platform over here, but I didn't know those terms at that time. She used to tell when it is like 2 lines up means khamba and 1 chain. She used to tell me like that. After my marriage, I came to know that there is a science behind that also. And I started develop crochet from there. And thanks to my in-laws, my husband, they always supported me all over. So now I can do bed sheets out of it. I can do anything. In fact, I've done a caterpillar out of it. So some things, whenever there is some thing which is available, I see some pattern, I can decipher that pattern and I can do it on my own. And nowadays you have YouTube, you have those, those instructions are also there. You just pause it and you see it. Previously, that was not there. We used to go to libraries and find books and all those things we used to do. So that way I learned crocheting. Then about my crafting, drawing thing. When I was in college, I used to have, I think in my BSc or something, I was fed up of studying whole day. I wanted something different. So in the evenings before coming home from the college, 4 o'clock, I used to enter one drawing institute, sit there for say 5 till 5:30 or something, and then come back. So I did from my drawing till my charcoal painting I've done. So these are all, see, I'm not a master in anything, but I'm a jack of all arts, you can say. But whatever came, I did. That is the one thing. I never wasted my time. So that's how. So nowadays, now I can say I know macrame, I know bag making, I know how to crochet. Okay, you give me any pattern, I'll do it for you. Then I am good in drawing, as I said. Then what happened was I got married. Okay, so that is where your life changes. So once I got married, they didn't want me to work. I was working before that, just for 2 years or so. So after that, what happened was when the kids happened, and then when the kids were small, till the kids were small, I never realized that, I need to do something for me. It was like, it was too much of everything was there. You look after the kids, this, that, and all, and it went on. But what happened was when the kids started going to school, you have that time, So what do you do there? So I thought, okay, now what can I do over there? Because I realized that the children were becoming more independent. They don't need me now. So I can do something else there. So I started embroidery on my own work, my saris or my chudidars or whatever. I used to gift them to my aunties and my neighbors, or some birthdays there. I used to do something and give, because, when you do something in your hand, you feel good. Gifting also. So that's how I started embroidery. I learned kutch work. I learned mirror embroidery, this, that. And I learned cutting also at the same time. When I used to drop my son to school and I used to go to the class, and on the way back, I used to pick him and I used to come home. I could never practice anything because he was small at that time. But I did. I did my cutting course, I think 3 times in my life, 3 different courses, but I have not used it till now. Okay, but I've done it. Then after that, I think after that, after that I started Amway business. So when I started that, what happened was I started meeting more people. I started going out of the house. Till then, I was not going out of the house much. So once I started meeting people, I started realizing that, oh, there are women in the world who have bigger problems than me. So why should I crib or what I have, and why can't I make the most of it? Okay. So after that, I started, I started reading good books, like positive health books, self-help books, and I started increasing my, that attitude level. Before that, I was always thinking, okay, like a victim mentality. Then I started thinking, no, I cannot be a victim. I cannot think like that. I have to think positively. And I started applying all those things in my life. And again, over the period of time, now, okay, when I look back on my 22 years of marriage, I feel that I don't feel I've arrived. It is still a way. But what I have done on the way is I have created an own, me and my two friends, we have created a brand called as Artista. And in that, we are actually involving different artists from in and around Mangalore. In the sense, like some people who are at home, we ask them if they are an artist or something, if there is a lady who can paint very well. So if she does some good painting, we turn them into clutches or we turn them into bags, customized bags. So we started this. This is just around 2-3 years back we have started. So after that, this is how it has come, you can say. So now where I am now, it is purely based on what the passion what I had and what I was willing to do. So similarly, you may be having some you may be having some talent or some skill which you want to develop. See, any skills can be developed at any levels. Okay, you just have to nurture that dream and you have to keep working towards it. And nowadays, learning something is very easy. You have YouTube, you have online courses on Facebook, you have online courses on Insta. You can learn anything, but it depends what you want to do. So that thing has to be clear, because what happens is you have a passion for something. If you have a passion for something, automatically the ways will come out. Automatically, you will start getting some response, some good things in that direction, which will make you work in that particular field. So that is what I feel. So basically, first of all, you should know our strength, our weakness also. We should be knowing that. We should know our talents and how to develop it. So how to develop it? Again, you have to think what you want to do in life and work towards that. Like, for example, maybe you want to do, say, you want to learn dance, say, for example. First of all, what you have to do, that thought has to come to your mind. After that, you have to see, okay, where is the next dance class is there nearby? Will it fit my timing? Okay, can I take out half an hour? See, whole day we do everything for the family. But can you afford that 1 hour? Can you take out that one hour for yourself every day? So that is important. So when you start working towards it, what happens is automatically you start getting things done. So then you can become a dancer. So this is just one example what I've given. So that's it. Anything else what I can add? Okay, so basically women are all multitaskers. We all know that. We can do 100 things at the same time. Okay, we can cook also, we can hear music also, we can see the washing machine also. Everything we do, correct now. So why can't we do something for ourselves also? A whole day we are doing for the family. You have to get your kids ready, you have to send your husband with the tiffin or whatever. You'll be having so much work. Why can't that 10 minutes or 15 minutes be for you? So what we have to do is, basically we have to take care of ourselves. No one will come. No one is going to come, not even your neighbor, not even your own family will not come. You have to take care of yourself. You have to give priority to yourself. Okay. Maybe it may be your morning walk, or maybe some meditation, something. Do regularly, eat healthy. That is one more thing I always say, because I also feel sometimes something is left means we eat it. We say, okay, why waste it? We'll eat it. No, see whether it is healthy. Okay, if it is healthy, because your health is equally important like the other people in the house, isn't it? So if something goes wrong with you, no one's going to come and cook over there. Even if you have high fever, you have to cook. Correct now. So why unnecessary? If anything is there, just discard it or keep it and maybe use it for tomorrow. That is what I do normally. And take one day at a time. This is what I have learned. Take one day at a time, because the life of a woman is always dependent lastly on her and equally first on the others, what I feel. Because what happens is someone has got exams, kids have got exams, okay, mummy can't go out. Okay, someone's sick at home, okay, mummy can't go out. Mummy's, everything comes later. Okay, that shouldn't be there. So take one day at a time. Whenever my people call, I tell them, see, if they ask for something, I say, see, I cannot say now. You tell me a day before, I will do it for you. Because what happens is I commit something and then something comes up. I don't want to change it. So that is one thing what I follow. So I say, if next week Sigua, like, okay, in Kannada we say, next week hum log milte hain, like something, I'll say, okay, we'll decide next week. Okay, why? Because there are so many factors what I have to see. So that is one thing what I always do. And start learning new things. Because see, anything new you learn, any day, one thing you learn new, in a year you learn 365 days. There's 365 new things. It can be anything. It can be one good thought. Okay, like I have the practice of hearing good talk, in the sense positive talk. I hear good stuff. I read books. I don't know whether that is important, but that is the most important, what I feel according to me. I read books. I have kept few books over here. I have about 100 books in my house, 100 plus books. This is what I love the most. I think it will come ulta in that. What to say when you talk to yourselves. It is by Shad Hemstetter. So this person tells that whenever you say something, we talk, like 60,000 thoughts come to your mind every day. Okay, in that 60,000 thoughts, 45,000 thoughts we tell ourselves that we are doing, and what we are doing is wrong. Okay, what we are doing will not work. Okay, this will not happen. That will not happen. That is what we think. But when you start saying good things to yourself, your 60,000 may, even if there are 10,000 thoughts which is good for you every day, still it will make a lot of difference in your life. So these books are what I have grown from, you can say. One is this. One is You Can Win by Shiv Khera. Then there is this Magic of Thinking Big. Then The Unstoppable Power. So I am highly into books. I read 30 minutes every day. It can be anything. But previously I used to read novels. Now I read self-help. Now I have shifted to audio CDs. So I have audios. When I do my cooking, I'll be hearing that. Then I'm into Bhagavad Gita also. So I hear that also nowadays. Hello. So that way. So what happens is, in a day, there are so many things what I want to do. So how do I do it? So what I do is, first thing is I take one day at a time. Second is timings. You have to be you have to be organized. Okay, I am not, my house is not clean. If you come, it will not be clean. That is my last on the list. Okay. The thing is, like, if I don't have anything else, then I will go and clean the kitchen. But I have my half an hour of book that is compulsory. Even if there is a function, even if there are guests at home, still I hear that half an hour. That is the commitment what I do for myself. So that is one point what I feel if everyone uses these things, they can change what they are now. So that one book maybe that one, see, now today is Jan, I think Jan is ending. I already finished 3 books this particular year, that is from 2022. So right now I'm hearing one CD, How to Become Rich. I don't know if I'll be rich by that, but I'm hearing it. So because in some points, 1 point you'll get maybe out of that. Okay, 1 point from one book, enough. Okay, in a book, if in a year, if I read 40 books, at least 40 points I'll get now, that way. So that is how I do it. And writing is one more thing what women can do. Anyone has any idea of what is a journal? Journaling? No.
Yes, ma'am. It is gathering information and distribution of information.
Gathering information not about others. It is what you do for yourself on that particular day. So it may be like, your life goals, you can say. It is always, when we think in our mind, what I always, I have read from the books, when you think something, it never happens. When you write it down, it starts happening.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you have to do is every day, first is gratitude. You should be thankful for where you are today. You should accept what you are, who you are, and that particular moment. That has to be accepted. Okay. We cannot crib on the past. Okay. Past is gone. You cannot change it. But what lies in front, that can be changed. So what we can do is, we can write a journal or a diary. You don't have to show it to anyone. It's like a personal diary. Some points, whatever you have learned that day, you can maybe jot it down. Okay. Maybe your life goals, like what you want to do. Like whenever I want to do for example, a crochet blankie or something, I had done one with 144 squares something, and each had a different pattern. Like there was no similarity. There was no repetition. There were about 100 plus motifs. Each had a different combination. I had a book for that because I didn't want the same, that same combination again. So I used to write it down and keep. So I had one book only for one blanket, one book I had. So like, for example, first motif is red color and green and blue. Next is red first and then green next, and like that way. So what happens is, such things if you have for yourself, okay, like these books and all, so it helps, okay. Jotting down points help a lot. And you can also make points for yourself. Okay, so this is basically whatever I'm practicing, I'm telling you. So one is that, and I think, okay, so making your time productive in other ways. So it may be, everything will not lead you to monetary result. That is one more thing what I've learned. Whenever you do something, you're creating an identity doesn't mean that you'll be making a lot of money. An identity can be anything. Okay, you may be a good teacher. You may be a good mother. Okay, when people see you, like, for example, you may be making something productive. You may be having your own business startup, or maybe you will be teaching some kids something. So whatever, in whichever field it is, you can be unique. Okay, you always have to know that you are unique. You should be telling that to yourself every day. I am unique. I am unique. What I do, no one else can do. Okay, correct na? Now, if you just see 3 people in your neighborhood, maybe your neighbor or your good friend or something, everyone has different situation. Everyone has different problems, but still everyone is managing. Okay. Similarly, you also on your plate, you see what all you can handle. And believe me, even if in a plate, a lady has 10 different things, nothing will happen. She will balance it. That is for sure. So with that, I think I would like to end. Anything else?
Yeah, if you have any doubts, anyone can, it can be interaction, no?
Yeah, I think Angita was asking about the books details and all.
Books, see, any book for that matter, any self-help book you can read. Because see, when you are into books, you have to know what you want first of all. Okay, the details of books, what I showed is, I showed what to say when you talk to yourself, and I showed you can win anything. See, because what you are looking for, if you feel that you are a person who's always talking negative, first search for some book which is positive. Okay. And start reading it. 1 point out of it, any 1 point. Like for example, this book.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the name of the book you had showed us earlier? And the author?
Author is Shad Helmstetter, S-H-A-D, Shad Helmstetter, Helmstetter. What to say when you talk to yourself. Then you have one more book, The Magic of Thinking Big. This is by David Schwartz, S-C-H-W-A-R. Yeah, what to say when you talk to yourself, and Magic of Thinking Big. See, these are actually books which will help you increase your vision. Okay, increase your, that dream of becoming big. Because what happens is sometimes women feel suppressed. Okay, everyone is telling you can't do it, you can't do it. So we don't want to do it. Okay, we accept us that way. But if you want to do something else, then you have to come out of it. You have to come out of your comfort zone. You need not go out of your house. Just come out of your inside, yourself. So that is, I think, this one. And the one more book is, I think, actually, there are a lot of books. This is actually by John C. Maxwell. This says it is on laws of teamwork. So I have read all these things over the years. It's not in a day. I have not read it now. It is all maybe from around 15, 16 years. I've started reading self-help books. Before that, when I was small, I had started from Enid Blyton. And then the novels, all those things. So now I am reading this that way. So whatever it is.
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Yeah.
How can we improve our confidence, ma'am?
Who is this? Atulya?
No, ma'am. Kavishri.
Kavishri. How do you increase your confidence?
Yes. I think I have less confidence for everything.
In the sense, okay. I'll give you one example. See, confidence, how do you know that you don't have confidence? Who told you that?
I feel that always.
You feel that? Was it something what was told to you when in school or when in college? Anyone must have told this to you.
Yes,
maybe when you were small.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Someone has told you, no. So that is your programming. You have to change it. I'll give you one example. In case there is a child and the child is not good in maths. Say when you're teaching 30 plus 40, okay, the child doesn't know 3 plus 4 how to add and he makes a mistake. Tomorrow you teach him again 50 plus 60, again he is making mistake. 3 times you teach him, then what you will say? Oh, you're not good in maths. Correct. What the teacher says, you're not good in maths. So everyone says the same thing. What happens to the child? The child is hearing it the 3rd time. Okay, the next year, the child has heard that same thing maybe 20, 30 times or maybe more than that. So what he thinks is, he sees, okay, I am not good in maths. So whenever there is a maths problem in front of him, he will say, oh, this is maths. I am not good in this. So let me not think about it. Correct? So what has happened is over the years, when someone repeats and tells you that you are not good in this or you are not confident enough or whatever, what happens is it circulates and the same thoughts keep repeating to you. So you have to turn it backwards. You have to turn the wheel backwards. You have to say, no, I can be confident. No, I can do maths. I am good in maths. Correct. So this is how you do it. It's called as reprogramming your mind. There is one book which says the power of your subconscious mind.
By
Norman Peale, I think. Yeah. So he talks about how you can program your mind. So what happens is when you say you don't have confidence, you every day stand in front of the mirror and say, I am confident, I am confident. 10 times every day. Don't think about anything after that. 1 month down the line, see what happens to you. You will automatically start feeling that confidence and you will get your confidence back. Just try this one thing and say.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words, ma'am. And thank you. Thank you is a phrase used to express gratitude. For vote of thanks, I welcome Ramat ma'am. Welcome, Ramat ma'am.
Thank you so much, Adilya ma'am, for inviting me. Our respected guest, Sreelakshmi Nayak ma'am. That was really a wonderful section, ma'am. As we are ladies, almost we consider ourselves the last section. We will have a list of things we will be thinking about others, my husband, my family, my children. After that, after completing all the works of house or other works, our turn comes in the last. But
correct.
Yes. Always it comes in the last. Whatever we are having, we are tired, we are sick. No matters. It doesn't matter for ladies. They are always ready to sacrifice their time for others. And most of the mothers, most of the mothers are like that. But now slowly it is changing. They are finding time. And thank you so much, ma'am, for pointing out these things, for making us notice that we need to find time for ourselves. That was really a motivating section, a wonderful section. And thank you so much for coming into this webinar section and for giving your valuable time. Thank you so much, Strawberry Circle and NCDC, all the members. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Ramat ma'am.
And thank you all for being here and listening to our wonderful Sreelakshmi ma'am. So hope her points, her views will help all of us who have listened. There are a lot of things what she has said. What are first, we should come out of our shell. So we have only created a shell. So hope everyone will break that shell after hearing and read more books. So 365 days, at least one point you get, it will click. Yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. And thank you all. Thank you.
We can wind up this program with the national anthem.
Yes. Thank you.
Raisa ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, everyone.
Jai Hind. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, everyone, for being participated in this webinar conducted by Strawberry Circle. Thank you.